Let's go. Q93, Alexandria's #1 hit music station. Previously with the Morning Q crew.
This past week was the NFL draft. It started Thursday. The Saints had quite a few selections and picks to go through. Day 3, it's Saturday. They invite season ticket holders and also the general public, if you buy a ticket, to go to their practice facility. They have like snow cones and ice cream, and you can try the crawfish from different businesses and vote on who has the best, and the company wins something at the end. They had like Raising Cane's was there with drinks and freebies.
Nice.
It's a fun little time. You go into their practice facility, and they have Saints players signing autographs, taking pictures. They have games for the kids to play, photo opportunities, things like that.
Yeah.
All right, so we get there. I went with my mother. We were going to go with someone else, but they kind of backed out at the last minute. They weren't able to go.
Okay.
So it was just us two, and I'm glad it was just us two because it was you know what show, okay?
Wow.
It should have been fine. We've gone to this event 4 times now. So we get there, we just sat down. They actually had like these little picnic tables in front of the stage.
Yeah.
And they have these other tables for people to sit down and eat their crawfish. And it was under a canopy where you stay cool.
Yeah.
But I was going to pick up the crawfish real quick for me and my mom to make it faster. And then we were going to go inside because it was kind of hot.
Yeah.
So we weren't going to be there long. So I was like, just sit. Let's just pop it right here, start eating, peeling, and I'll help you out. Well, we just got there. We're probably on our second business of crawfish.
Second business. I like the way you put that.
Company. Second company's crawfish.
Okay. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay,
Yeah, because you go to each booth.
Right.
It's a different business. So they had this older man and this son sitting on, like, across from each other on one end of the picnic table. Then me and my mom sitting across on the other end. Okay. Basically, you got 2 spots that's in the middle of us, both groups. We just did that to space out. Just when we got there, they were first there. You know, just to... kind of like the stall, the urinal. When you go to a bathroom, you don't sit on top of someone. There's space.
Right. Give them a little bit of space, yeah.
So we're sitting there eating, and I see this couple. There's like 6 people, and he asked that boy if this table was available. At that time, there was 3 spots. His dad, another one, and then mine. So 2 spots, really.
Yeah.
And then that other one that was across from on the side of him. And he goes... No, it's taken. Because his dad had got up to go get some more food. His water bottle was there. Well, they got mad.
Why did they get mad?
They got mad because they saw there was some space, and we wouldn't let them sit there.
But it was... Well, how many people were there? 6?
There were 6.
But he told... There wasn't enough room.
I know. So he, instead of doing like normal civilized people do...
And say, oh, okay, thank you anyway.
Yeah. And what other people were doing there, you go look for another table that's open. I mean, there's other tables. He stood there. He backed off a little bit, but he stood there, and he was making comments. He was talking to his little boy, like, "We're going to sit there anyway."
What?
And he's like, It sits 6 people. Like, we're going to sit there anyway. And he's just running his mouth, and he's trying to kind of intimidate that little kid. He was probably in his early 20s or younger. To that kid's credit, it's going to be a long story.
No, go for it. Go for it. I want to hear this.
To this little kid's credit, he didn't say anything. He minded his business. He just kept eating his crawfish.
Yeah.
But I hear him running his mouth in the corner on the side. And I'm like, and it was for a while. And I was like, is this dude really going to act like this?
Wow.
So finally, I look over and I was like, hey, there's 2 spots right here. Either sit down or go find somewhere else to sit.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't like that. And I think that's what he wanted.
Well, too bad.
I think that's why he stood there running his mouth. He was looking for someone to bite.
Yeah.
So then the whole family gets involved, of course. The grandma and his sister.
The grandma?
Yeah.
What?
And
Grandma wanted smoke?
So they're
Mama
all...
wanted smoke?
It happened so fast,
See, Josh, you should have brought me with you.
No,
I'll give Mama some smoke.
It happened so fast.
Wow.
And then everybody was just yelling, and then the dude's like... Then I turned around, I thought I was still talking to him, but it was his sister. And then she started yelling at me, and then he goes, "You gonna cuss out my sister?" He's like, you don't cuss my sister out. And I don't think I cussed her out. But if I did, I didn't realize it. And she probably deserved it if I did. So, and then the grandma comes and she's like, "Look, I done told him we're going to go find another table. It's okay. Like, I'm causing the problem. Like, y'all are the ones raising hell over seats y'all can't sit at." So, finally, I get up. I say, "You know what? Come with me." And I meant that as in, let's go talk to the security staff, and we can find a solution to this since it's such a problem.
I thought you wanted to step outside.
I did. So to show you how childish this man is, he goes, "No, you come with us."
What?
I'm like, you're so child. You don't even know what you're arguing about
What
anymore.
was your mom doing this whole time?
She's like, oh, now you lying. Because when I was,
I couldn't
when
see
she
you,
was,
Mom.
she kind of stayed out of
I
it.
can
But
see you, Mom.
she's like, no, now you're lying. So luckily, I thought this dude was going to beat the hell out of
the
me.
guys across from you, like the 27-year-old?
They didn't say nothing.
The dad
I took
came
up
back
for
and
that
was-
dude, and they just sat there.
Gosh, you should have just...
I shouldn't have said nothing either, but I had enough of that.
I don't blame
It
you,
was
though.
rude what that dude was
I would have
doing.
said something, too, by that point. I really would have.
It was rude what he was doing. So
It
then I
was.
look up, and luckily enough, I see, when they're all huddled up next
Yeah,
to me,
yeah.
a staff member
Good.
that's working the event. It's a lady. And I put my hands up like this and said, ma'am. I said, would you come handle this right here? So they really hated me because I had the last say. So the lady comes and she's like, what's going on? And it's just a shouting match. And finally she don't understand. She's like, these people are sitting here and you're mad because you can't fit your 6 family members on top of their, like, what you want to do, sit on their laps?
Yeah.
So she moves them over and they go sit at a picnic table that's like right across. There's a table right there.
Why didn't they just sit there?
Because no, it's easy to start a fight because they those kind of people.
They were
okay?
entitled. They were
Yes,
entitled.
very entitled.
I cannot
very
stand
mature.
entitled people.
So then they stared at us the entire time
So?
from across, trying to intimidate you, make you feel worried.
So
the whole
I
time
throw
we're
my crawfish shells at him.
and my poor mom, she's like, I'm ready to go. Like, I could just leave now. Because it's disappointing people act like that.
It is
And
disappointing.
and it's intimidating. It is. Because the rest of the time, you don't know if they're going to jump you from behind.
See, Josh, I'm just like you. I would have done the exact same thing, and my brother the whole time would have been like, don't start anything, don't start anything, don't do anything.
She thought I was
Like,
going to get killed.
My brother's the same way. My brother would have been trying to. I would have been just like you. Like, what y'all gonna do? Sit on our laps? Like, I talk. Like, I'm not afraid to talk.
I called his
But-
bluff, though, because if he was going to
Yeah.
do anything, he would have done it early on when
Exactly.
my back was turned to him.
Right.
Instead, he kept backing up and going hide behind his grandma. So I knew he wasn't going to do nothing.
Hide behind Mama.
Plus, he would have probably got banned from ever going to there
Right,
again. The Saints
right.
would have barred him.
I can't stand entitled people, Josh.
I had to hold my keys like Wolverine the rest of the event in case that dude come from behind and try to mess with us.
my
I was afraid to leave my mom by herself.
Yeah.
So I was so furious because it made no sense. It was
No.
so entitled, so stupid.
I can't stand entitled
We
people.
as a
man.
society cannot even do the basics of like, if
No.
a table is full, go to another table. What do you thought this was, like middle school? You're going to bully me in the cafeteria to take my seat?
I promise you, that's
Hell no.
exactly what he was in school,
Hell
a bully.
no. And he didn't think I was going to say nothing.
Right.
Face, bruh. Like I captioned on Instagram, he was delusional.
I wish somebody recorded. Please tell me if y'all recorded this event and y'all were there and
Yeah.
y'all posted it. Please tag us because I want to see that.
I'm
I wanna
sure
see
some
that all
people
together.
heard or saw what was
I
going
hope
on.
somebody recorded that because tag us if y'all did because I want to see
He
that.
pulled up loud, left empty, just like those extra seats he imagined.
Ah,
Who dat?
oh, yeah.
I shared a story on yesterday's show of my personal experience of the weekend. Almost had a brawl at the Saints training camp.
You had a good story, man.
And then now you kind of had a little incident.
Yeah, it's not as good as yours though, but mine, I just got fussed at a little bit yesterday while I was driving. So as I'm getting back to town, I'm heading over to my next job, and there's a little road construction going on, and this is right whenever the speed limit drops from 45 to 35, and so I'm dropping my limit. So I have this sort of elderly gentleman with the sunglasses on holding the sign that you can flip from stop to slow,
down.
right? And it's on slow. And I see that, but the guys doing construction are in the opposite lane on the shoulder. So they're not even like in the lane itself where you have to be super, super cautious, but they're on the shoulder on the opposite. And there's nothing passing me in the left lane. So you just have the gentleman with the sign on the right lane. So I'm just going like maybe 32 or something right there. But it's like I just saw the sign right when I was getting into that limit change right there. So I go to slow and I wave at him too, because I always wave at the guys, Josh. No, listen to me. I'm very considerate with construction workers because it's a hard job.
It is.
And I always wave at, especially the guys with the sign, because I figure
Just
it's
be
kind
nice and
of,
respectful.
I figure it's boring holding the sign all day. So I always give them a little
And
wave.
hot.
It's hot, and they always wave back. So I see him holding the sign, and I give a little wave. And what does this elderly gentleman do, Josh? I have the music up in my car. I have the windows up so I can't hear him. But boy, believe me, I could read his lips. He pointed at the sign and he yelled, "Slow down!" I'm like, what? What am I doing?
Did you hit the brakes when he did that?
I mean, I slowed down a little bit more, but that means there was nobody in front of me. There was nobody doing construction on the left of me. I mean, he was well off to the shoulder.
He obviously thought you were going too fast
thought
for
I
the
was
slow
going
down
too
sign.
fast for the slow down sign, and I had already slowed down as I was coming in because that was the speed change. Just like it was almost like right there.
To his credit, maybe he was having problems that morning, and you were just the one to make
you know
him
what?
get raged up.
I think maybe he did a lot of road work in his day, and he probably wanted to do that, and they were like, "Fred, just hold the sign." You good,
He
Fred.
was mad that he had
He's
to hold
like,
the sign.
"Man, back in my day, I used to do the work or 2 minutes. It's okay, Fred, just hold the sign."
He might have just been an angry old man.
He might have just been, but I felt bad. I was like, "What did I do?"
And then you waved at him.
And I'd wave because I was like,
Oh, that's gotta hurt your
because I was
pride.
like, respect. Slow down.
That's
I'm like,
gotta hurt your pride.
dang, man, Fred's mad.
Breaking
Yeah.
the law. Slow down, Nancy,
It
when there's a
wasn't
slow
law,
down
I
sign.
just felt bad.
I saw some videos last night on this topic, and I was just like in shock. People are going crazy over these Pokemon cards, Nancy.
I had seen like a couple of articles about it before, about scalpers mostly trying to get these cards and just sell them online for outrageous prices.
Yeah, because they're like, I guess, a limited amount, so they try to go buy them all up, and
Yeah.
then, like you said, they sell them on eBay or whatever for obscene amount of money.
Yeah.
Well, there was like this fist fight in Walmart. Like a scalper is in an altercation with another shopper. Pretty crazy stuff. Like these are brawls. Like they're on the floor wrestling, like putting each other in lock.
That
holds
reminds me
and
in the
everything.
80s when people were trying to get the Cabbage Patch dolls.
Yes!
They were fighting for
It's
that.
the reason why we stopped Black Friday.
Right.
Like they're doing this over Pokemon
This
cards.
is ridiculous.
There's another video where someone has some cards in hand that they're going to purchase, and like another shopper is like ticked off, I guess, because they got them. So they took their coffee and threw it on the
Oh my
cards.
God.
Yeah.
On the cards?
On
So
the
they ruined the cards?
Yes.
Oh my God.
It's insanity. There was one video too that I saw where they were in line, like camping out at the Best Buy, waiting for the store to open, right? And they're like fighting over whose chair and whose spot it is. I
Oh
guess
my
kind of like
God.
I experienced at the Saints facility this last weekend. They're all fighting, and this dude pulls out a gun, and he's like threatening to murder them over some Pokemon cards.
Why are these cards so popular?
Because they're valuable. I guess people can sell them and make a lot of money.
But why do people want them in the first place? Like, I get if you like
It's
Pokemon
just
and-
paper.
It's paper with pictures on it. It's like little cardboard things with pictures on it. They're only as valuable as you make them.
They've actually had shootings in Indianapolis at a Kroger just before 7 o'clock when they were opening up and stuff, and they were getting the latest Pokemon cards. They had to call police.
I don't understand why they're so valuable.
An adult male was taken into surgery,
Oh my God.
being shot. Y'all chill the
Can you
hell out.
imagine going to prison over some little cardboard with pictures
What you in here for, boy?
Pokemon?
I shot somebody trying to get that Pikachu card.
I had to catch them all.
And that kind of goes back to the whole thing. Like, as a society, we have lost any care about the preciousness that is life.
I know.
Like, we don't care about life at all.
You don't care about the other person. All you care about is getting yours, like making money
I
or getting
know.
something that you're collecting or whatever it is, you know?
Like, what happened to if you go there and they run out or you didn't
Then
get
that's
any,
it.
you just accept it and
You
you move on.
accept it and
yeah,
move
you're
on.
disappointed and you're sad and whatever.
But you accept it and go.
You don't fight and you don't kill.
Yeah, like if you have a party of 6 with your family and there's no room at the table for your 6 people, you just accept it and you go find another table.
That's
you don't,
open.
You
You
don't
don't fight with the
argue
party.
with the 4 people already sitting at the table
Yeah.
eating their crawfish, right, Josh?
Yeah, life isn't about you if you didn't
It's
know.
not.
Like, anyway,
It's not.
It's insane. I'm
Oh,
glad I
man.
don't collect Pokemon cards.
Oh, I know, man. With you and your, cojones, you would have gotten shot over that, boy.
Maybe there'll be one about my cojones. We'll be right back.
Louisiana is notorious for high auto insurance rates, right?
Yeah, like very high. I feel like it goes up every renewal period too.
Yeah, pretty much
Ugh.
does. I mean, we do have high rates of intoxicated driving, but also we have the speeders.
But that's
know,
always been a thing. My thing is, like, at what point does the rates not go up? Like, when does it stop? When is enough going to be enough for these insurance companies?
I don't know. Elect a different insurance commissioner, maybe. I don't know.
It's so discouraging.
I don't know. But listen. So a road in Wisconsin now has a decimal point in their speed limit signs because officials changed the road speed limit to 17.3 miles per hour to catch drivers' attention and encourage people to slow down.
Oh, that's a good tactic.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a major road. It's a smaller street outside a recycling and solid waste facility. So they shared a photo and the caption, "You may notice something a little different on your next visit. Our posted speed limit is now 17.3. So they aren't necessarily enforcing it to the 10th, to the decimal. They say the idea is to make you pause. It makes you look twice. Most importantly, it breaks that autopilot feeling that we can all fall into when driving familiar routes. So some people joke that if drivers are already going too fast, it may look like 173 miles per hour. There's no indication that they're considering trying it in other places yet. It would catch my attention, I'll put it that way.
Here's the thing. I like the concept.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you why it's not going to work. The people speeding, they know what the speed limit is.
They know that's what I was going to say.
Especially on familiar roads and stuff.
Yeah.
They don't care.
They don't care. They're
Unless
not looking
there's
at the
cops
sign.
that they don't know about that's going to patrol, not in the same, like where I live, the cop is at the same spot forever.
Right.
For decades. People know to slow down right there because that's where the cop is.
I promise you the people... Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, that's what I was going to agree with you on. That the people who speed, they're not looking at the signs, they're looking for the cops.
Yeah. So that's not going to do anything. All it's going to
No.
do is catch people that usually do obey the speed limit.
Yes.
It's going to catch them by surprise because the speed limit is no longer 55, it's 17.3. You know what I'm saying?
All the speeders are just going to be like, huh. They're going to chuckle maybe, or they'll just shake their heads and be like, whatever, and they're going to keep speeding. It's not going to make a difference.
I don't know how people get away with speeding like they do because every time I speed, I get caught. It never fails.
I know. I heard you one time get caught.
Yeah, you were literally on the phone with me as it was happening.
I was in tears laughing.
And then I was going to hang up with you, and you didn't hang up the phone. You kept sitting there listening.
I was enjoying the heck out of that conversation.
And he's like, "You're going 55 and a 45," and you're like, "Dang!" I was like, I didn't think that was bad because I had no idea how fast I was going. I was late for work and I was moving.
See, it should have been 45.3.
Yeah, the morning I had a car come like a bat out of hell, man, on the interstate, and she had to be going over 100 miles an hour. She was flooring it. And I'm like, if I ever did that, there'd be a cop, boom, right there.
You know what? I'm a little petty when I see somebody coming behind me, and as long as I'm passing somebody in the right lane, as long as I'm passing them, right, and I see somebody coming super fast behind me, that's their problem. I'm not speeding up. And you know what? When I get to the point where I can pass the other people and move over to the right lane, I take like an extra couple of seconds because I'm petty like that.
I'm very petty when it comes to driving, too. But anyway, I don't think that's going to work at all. AI may take our jobs, invade our privacy, harm the environment, but on the plus side, it can deliver a killer guacamole recipe, Nancy.
I never thought about that.
Yeah, a recent poll asked people, how have you used conversation-based AI like ChatGPT or Google Gemini? And the top answers were summarizing long-written content, which, like the new iOS update, it does that for your notifications. Mm-hmm. Facebook does it in the comments section. After a while, it summarizes the comments. Finding recipes for limited ingredients.
I never thought about using like the AI for it, but I have Googled like places for it. I found websites that do that where you could just enter stuff in. So I guess it just, shortens it a little bit.
One of our coworkers here, I was talking to her a while back, and she actually will upload a picture and try to help it make decisions on decorating in the house, like where to put certain things.
Yes. Now, that's something I really want to do because I really want to update my living space. Mm-hmm. And I have ideas that I want to do because I have Pinterest boards. Mm-hmm. So I really want to do something like that.
You take a picture of your living room and be like, where should I move things? Where should I put this?
I like that idea.
Other people said diagnosing a medical situation. I'm not going to lie. When I had the foie, when I had that food poisoning, I was talking to ChatGPT constantly, but like, I'm still using diarrhea. I'm still having diarrhea. I'm still vomiting.
Hey.
I feel like I have fever, but I don't.
This past weekend, I thought about you because my niece, she went on a fishing trip with her boyfriend to Texas, and she called me. I was like, hey, how'd your trip go? The worst of my life. She had food poisoning.
Oh, that is some bad stuff.
She wound up going to the ER because she was just so dehydrated and feeling terrible.
That's only the second time it's happened to me in my life, but man, it was horrible. So I was talking to ChatGPT a little too much.
You better be careful with that because sometimes you can Yeah, overdiagnose yourself into something you don't want to have. But in some cases, it's helped people, so.
I feel like Tony Stark talking to Jarvis.
Maybe.
Sometimes I catch myself like, Josh, you're telling this thing way too much. You need to.
I think you could rename your ChatGPT.
Oh, God.
Just call it Jarvis.
I'm going to call it Robert Downey Jr.
There you
go. Settling a debate. I've gone to ChatGPT and like, here, I'm having a conflict with something, and here's the situation.
Nancy, with my coworker.
No. Like,
Who's right?
Who's right? Who's wrong? Am I being? How should I respond to this email or whatever? I remember one time I was like, no, do not send that email.
That's actually kind of smart when you think about it, because it filters out your emotions.
It does.
Yeah, that's actually really smart.
Strategizing an awkward conversation.
Okay, yeah.
You know, creating content for social media. I mean, who doesn't do that? I'm surprised it was that
helpful.
low.
Right.
Toning down an angry email like I
did.
did.
That is genius, honestly, because like I just said, it takes the emotions out of it, because sometimes it's hard for us to do that when we're feeling a certain way, and it helps avoid conflict.
And I found like by the time I finished typing and talking to ChatGPT, I cooled down enough.
Yeah.
Because never respond out of emotion on the first beginning of your feelings. Like give it time to simmer, think about it, cool down. Sometimes we overreact, get emotional. You know, someone else said making it sound like a lawyer wrote it. Someone said none of the above. So what are some ways you use ChatGPT?
I make stupid pictures of you.
Yes, you do.
I do that all the time.
Have Justin Timberlake hair of ramen noodles.
The ramen noodle hair saying it's gonna be May.
That's what you do. Yeah.
And you posted it, which I was glad.
I did.
Cute.
And people were like, "It looked like you were holding your crouch." I was like, "No, we were taking a picture, and I was
on the stairs,
bending over, and my hands were on my lap."
It was.
But it looked like it.
I didn't think about that.
That's what other people told me. That's what y'all got from that. I have ramen noodles on my head.
I didn't even think about that. It didn't look like that to me. It just looked like your hand was in your lap. People have dirty minds. All right, Josh. So back in 2022, cops in Massachusetts were evicting a guy from a $1.5 million home. And in the middle of it, a woman in her 50s named Rory Woods showed up and unleashed thousands of bees on them.
Oh, my God.
Rory was there protesting the eviction. She pulled up with some hives in the back of her SUV and tipped them over to try to sick them on the cops. And a few officers did get stung. She was even arrested in her beekeeping gear. Well, Rory's trial was this month, and she was just convicted on 6 charges, 4 counts of simple assault and battery, along with 2 counts of reckless assault. She's been sentenced to 6 months in jail and will receive credit for the 148 days she's already served. My goodness, Josh, this... Can you imagine assaulting somebody with bees?
How's that possible?
I don't know, but I'm actually looking at the body cam footage of that. Oh, my goodness. Can you imagine if one of those officers had been allergic to bees? They would have died.
I know. That's a serious thing.
It is. And those poor bees, they didn't ask for that to be used as weapons. Just let them be.
I don't feel bad for no bee.
Hey,
those things will sting you in a heartbeat.
No, they won't.
They don't care about you.
No, they just care about going to flowers and making honey. They didn't ask to be a weapon. Anyway, she needed more jail time than that.
It is pretty creative, though.
Yeah, that's a creative design. Like, I just love the idea of pollinators and how they do that.
No, Nancy, using the bees as weapons. That's a creative idea.
Look at you thinking like a criminal.
You're so dingy.
I'm thinking of nature, and you're thinking like a criminal. You're going to be the next crazy criminal, Josh, you evil mastermind.
I mean, how many people have attacked someone using their bees? I mean, come on.
That sounds like a Batman villain.
Bee girl.
Bee girl.
Bee man. You're Batman, well, I'm Bee man. Let's talk about this girl who went viral for sounding like a current artist.
Yeah, you might want to get this one ready to play for our audience, Josh, because maybe they can be the judge. So I'm going to tell you guys what this is about. Her name is Gray Connors, okay? She went viral last year for sounding like Taylor Swift with her cover of The Fate of Ophelia. So she says she's been getting a lot of hate online for it and has been accused of faking her voice.
Well, let's listen to it. Here it is right now.
All the time I sat alone in my tower, you were just holding your powers. Now I can see it all. Late one night, you took me out on my grave and saved my heart from the fate of Ophelia. Keep it 100 on the land, the sea, the sky. Pledge allegiance to your hands, your team, your vibes. Don't care the hell you've been, cause now you're mine. It's about to be the sleepless night you've been dreaming of. And the fate of Ophelia.
She sounds really good.
Yeah, and you know what? When you sing a certain artist's song, you often tend to sing it like they do.
You do.
For example, I'm always singing Creed.
Tell me about it.
I don't sing Creed like, what's this life for? You know, I don't sing it like I would sing it.
You're trying to sing it like Scott Stapp.
I try to sing it like Scott
Yeah.
Stapp. What's this life for?
Right, you want to sing it like they're singing it.
Yeah.
You know, it's imitation. Flattery is the sincerest form of flattery, you know?
But you have to be careful because if you're trying to make it as an artist on your own, you don't want to sound like someone else.
But and a lot of people, when they first get started, that's what you do naturally. Like, you tend to sound like the person.
Whatever song you're covering.
Whatever song you're covering. But anyway, so Gray Connor says, quote, all the hate's definitely gotten to me, but it's also pushed me to want to work harder and prove people wrong, especially because there are those Taylor comparisons. I'm trying to find my unique sound. But you nailed it, Josh. It's Taylor's song, so she's going to, obviously sound like Taylor.
And she obviously can sing because she did it. Now she's got to find her own voice.
She has really good, she has a good tone, good voice, but
People
you're right.
are just so mean in the comment section. I try to avoid comment sections at all costs.
You know what? I think some of those fans are just so defensive of Taylor that it turns into hate, and they're just trying to bring down people who...
Yeah, I think they call it gatekeeping.
Yeah, that's what it is.
They protect her of all
Taylor Swift. They try to protect her, but it's like, y'all, just come on.
Let her live her life.
Exactly.
She's not trying to compete with Taylor Swift.
She's not, obviously. I mean, nobody can, and she knows that. But like she said, I'm trying to find my unique sound, and she'll get there. She's talented enough. She'll get there.
It makes me think of last week. I had shared a clip from 2018 when I was invited by the Saints to announce the Saints draft pick.
Right.
It was for the 4th round, the 3rd day of the draft.
Uh-huh.
And at the time, we didn't know if I was even going to be able to do it because there's a possibility during the draft the Saints trade away the pick, trade down or whatever, and I would lose my chance because that 4th pick was mine if they had a pick. And I had shared it. I was on ESPN, NFL Network. I got to go upstage with the Saints-ations and some of the Saints players and announce it. Well, some jerk in the comments on TikTok says, pick 157? Joking, because it was a late pick. I guess he wanted me to announce the 1st round pick like I'm Roger Goodell or something. Or the NFL commissioner. I don't know. But I was like, yeah, just the 4th round of the NFL draft. Just at the Saints facility, just on ESPN and NFL Network. That's all.
People love to just troll and
just hate.
Yeah.
What were you doing?
Yeah, I was about to say, what were you doing
in 2018? Probably still living with your mama.
Yep.
On social media, talking crap to people you don't know.
Yeah.
Get out of here, bro.
Exactly. I was about to say that. What were you doing?
Yeah, anyway. It's Q93.
Baby names. You're getting married pretty soon. There might be a little Josh or a little Amy on the way.
Little Josh or a little Amy. You were joking earlier, but going by, like, having a Josh Jr., like, continuing my name, like, that would be pretty cool, actually.
So would you pick Josh?
Be Josh the second.
Josh the second. Joshua the second.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that wouldn't be in keeping with the current name trends, though, because the Social Security Administration just released its latest baby name data, and there are some interesting trends here, Josh. So here are some of the wildest ones. The name Maverick is now more popular than Thomas.
Maverick?
Yeah.
I used to go to school with a Maverick. I always thought it was a weird name. This is not a name you heard anywhere else. Like,
no,
he was the only Maverick.
Well, now there's a lot more of them.
Wow.
Yeah, that was an old TV show. It was a movie, too. Genesis is more popular than Sophie. So there's a lot of people who either love that first book of the Bible or love the band, one or the other. And Nova is more popular than Grace. I guess if you name your child Nova, you must have been in terrible labor pain to name your child after an astronomical thermonuclear explosion. And you know what? If she grows up and becomes a superhero, she could be Supernova.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool. One of the
you could name her Nova Scotia.
Oh, yeah, there you go. There you go. She can go play with some narwhals in the sea. That would be pretty cool. One of the fastest rising girl names is Iceland. ICELYNN.
No, that's horrible.
It's almost like Iceland. And the fastest rising boy name is Truce.
Ugh, that's horrible.
TRUCE.
That's horrible.
So he's always going to be the mediator between conflicts.
Let's have
Truce.
a truce.
Yes.
Oh, he's going to get bullied.
Some other names that are picking up steam are Halo and Honey.
That's not names. Those are items in the world.
Halo. They're always going to play that Beyonce song for her.
Halo.
The name Messiah is more popular than Patrick. Can you imagine naming your child
No, I can't.
the Messiah? Sarah.
That's kind of sacrilegious.
A little bit. Sarah peaked in popularity in 1993 as the third most popular girl name in the country, but now slipped to number 95. And the name Donald continues to fall. It just ranked 672 last year behind the name Sincere.
I'm not a fan of the name Donald either. It's
Sincere.
very old. But however,
I had an Uncle
Duck
Donald. My Uncle Donald was because my dad's twin brother. They were Ronald and Donald, the twins.
Oh, no.
My
Ronald and Donald?
My Uncle Larry, my Uncle Larry that I like to talk about, takes me to the Golden Corral when he comes here. Yeah, he called them Ronut and Donut. Ronald and Donald, the twins.
I would hate to have a twin brother and our names were that close.
They hated their ryming names when they were growing up.
Honestly, I would hate to have a twin because you look just alike and people confuse you and...
Not necessarily. So they weren't technically identical. They were fraternal, but they did look alike. But one of them had a lazy eye, so you could totally tell them apart.
That's horrible.
But if my dad wore my uncle's glasses one time to go take their ACT test in high school because my dad tested better, so they got away with it. Like he was able to use my uncle's, so he got better scores on the test. So they were able to trick them.
Some people face forward looking at the shower head.
Yeah.
Some people have their back to the water, the shower head.
Yeah.
The internet has been debating for a while now which way is the correct way to face in the shower.
Okay.
That got some experts talking, saying there's no correct way to face in the shower. However, one doctor said there's a reason why some may have a preference. All right? He said, quote, your face is one of the most sensitive parts of the body, packed with nerve endings. Thank you, doctor, for that insightful information. Doctor says direct water hitting your face can feel overstimulating, especially if the pressure is high and the water is hot or you're stressed or fatigued. Facing away can feel more calming and controlled. It reduces sensory input and gives a sense of relaxation, which is why many people instinctively turn their back when they want to unwind. He said it's best to move around a little. Facing forward too much can dry out your skin, especially your face, and irritate your eyes. And facing away too much might mean you're not washing all the products and soaps from your face and chest, which can lead to irritation and acne. And no one wants back and chest acne. There were some amusing responses from people on social media.
Sorry, this is so dumb to me.
One person said, I always thought that facing the shower head was a fake movie thing.
What?
Another said, I asked my husband, and he said he showers sideways, facing the shower curtain. I don't know what to do with this information. Ma'am, I don't either. One said, are we not rotating?
Yes!
Tell me we're
We
rotating.
have to be rotating.
Another said, I'll just be in there rotating like a rotisserie chicken.
Yes, we're rotating. We have to.
That's what you do?
You have to, John, because listen, you can't put the soap on you while the water's running or you're not getting like the full effect of the soap.
Right.
So you have to face away when you're scrubbing.
So the water's not washing it off the second you touch it.
Exactly. So you get it all lathered and then you face to rinse it off and then you do the other side so you have to rotate.
Quite honestly, I don't know why we are still having this debate on TikTok.
Why?
We've talked about this. This is the third time on this show.
Have we nothing else to discuss? You know why? Because everybody's sick of talking about politics. That's why. So we have to talk about the most mundane things in our life to keep from losing our minds.
Here's my routine. I get in the shower, I face the shower head, and I go ahead and I I wet my hair and face.
Oh, I do it from the back. It's because I have long hair, that's why.
This is just the beginning, though.
Yeah, the
then
beginning.
I'll lather my head, wash it, rinse it out, get my face washed, wash my face, rinse it off. Then I'll turn with my back facing the shower head, and I start lathering up with the body wash.
Okay.
And then I turn around and I'll rinse off, and I'm done.
So you're just
So I
using
kinda
body
rotate.
wash? You don't use anything else but the body wash? Like no, like washcloth or...
Yeah, I have a washcloth, Nancy.
No.
That's why I
Okay.
I put the soap, the body
Hold
wash
on.
on the
Hold on.
washcloth.
So it's not that crazy for me to ask that question. I'll tell you why. I forgot his name, but he's a famous comedian. He and his wife said on their podcast before that they found out that people use rags and they don't use rags because they said to them that's what poor people do. Like poor people use rags. They were serious. And I'm like, where they live that people aren't using rags? They just use their hands and a bar of soap. Like, how are you scrubbing anything off?
That's not clean.
No, you're not like getting the dead cells off that way.
We get
the
joked
skin
for
cells.
calling it a washed rag. It's a washcloth.
It's a washcloth,
But
right?
We use rags,
but they
cloths,
don't use
whatever.
anything but their hands and soap. I'm like, how are you cleaning yourself?
Use whatever you want, but you can't use your
Use
own
a
hands.
loofah or
How
a
you clean
washcloth.
your butt with your hands?
Exactly. Thank you. That's what other people were telling them in the comments. Like, they were like, what's wrong with you? They were like, oh, we just thought, like, rags and stuff, poor people. Like, when I see that you don't have a washcloth, I want to start a drive for you because I think you're not able to afford your own washcloths. I'm like, can we get a collection for you?
And by the way, I know people, I've said it, who do that in my family. When you take a shower, don't reuse the washcloth.
No, who's doing that?
That is utterly disgusting.
It is.
Like, I have people in my family, they will hang that baby up
No.
and leave it there. Even the towel they dry off with, that I get.
That
maybe,
I get because you're clean.
But not too many reuses for that.
I'll do 2 days for the towel and let it hang dry. That's it.
But
After
please.
2 days, I'm throwing it in the wash.
Don't be cleaning your fond
But
and then
no.
reusing that same thing you cleaned your fond with.
Yeah, no, that's gross.
Very nasty.
Ooh, that's nasty.
So hopefully we settle this debate once and for all. Because I don't think we should ever discuss this again. We've settled it. You
We're
rotate
done.
or shower like you want. How about that?
Yeah, do you?
You do you. Crazy criminal. Yesterday was hilarious. It was someone who attacked another person with their bees.
Attack the police with their bees. Boy, that's that's nerve.
It's going to be hard to follow that one.
Oh, we got a doozy today,
Who
Josh.
is it?
Well, it's a Florida woman. Go figure. 50-year-old woman named Alexis Weber. She was arrested Tuesday after she was linked to multiple incidents of defacing by defecation. Yep, local homeowners reported seeing human feces on mailboxes, vehicles,
Oh, my God.
community food pantries, and private yards. It didn't take long for people to figure out Alexis was behind all the poop. She was caught on security cameras, and a detective even witnessed her popping a squat and taking a poop in her own yard in public. It's unclear why she was doing it. One homeowner said she was happy that the neighborhood worked together to get to the bottom of the mass pooper. He said, if you call and say, hey, somebody is pooping on my car, it's Florida, you're not going to believe it. So, yeah, they caught the masked pooper.
What the heck, man?
Yep, it's Alexis Weber.
You're
from
literally
Florida.
dropping all your DNA everywhere.
Uh-huh.
They're going to find you.
On somebody's mailbox, on their car, on a food pantry, a community food
Messing
pantry.
with the mailbox, isn't that a federal crime?
Yeah. Yeah.
That could be some serious
Well,
stuff.
inside the mailbox it is. I think technically it has to be inside the mailbox.
She should have pooped inside then. Get a
Yeah, she could be
stiffer
going to
sentence.
federal prison. Can you imagine going to the federal prison?
You know how long she had to been doing this to poop in that many places? Like, because you don't poo that much. This must
I
be
know.
going on for weeks.
Like what you ate?
And why? Were you on drugs?
Probably.
Do you not have a toilet?
No, I think she might be just one of those neighbors that everyone hates and she hates everybody. She's probably doing it for revenge. That's my guess.
Hey,
Anyway.
as someone who's had his fair share of crappy neighbors, see what I did there? I could see someone getting to the extent of like, you know what? I want to poop all over your house, your mailbox, your car, everything.
Am I gonna have to warn your neighbors, Josh?
No, I have a good neighbor now.
Oh, you have a good neighbor now. They're not gonna steal your
the
plant.
donkey butts that used to
That
live
used
there.
to live there?
They moved away, and it's been
The
peaceful
ones
since.
that stole your plant.
Yeah, and threw their beer bottles in my yard, was driving through my driveway when they had two of their own driveways, rutting up all my grass,
Man, you were too patient. I wouldn't have been that patient with them.
riding up and down the road in their ATVs, making all kind of noise in the middle of the night.
You should have pooped on their porch.
I was this close to doing something. I called the law. They stole my plant.
They stole your plant.
I called the 911.
I
They said, can I help you? I was like, I need to report a missing plant. And they said, a what? I said, a missing plant.
And I still remember when you got pulled over for speeding and you had me on speakerphone and the cop said, are you the one who had the missing plant?
I said, yeah, that's me.
you.
And he let me go because he knows I'll have some
I know
trouble.
that PD had a field day with you when you missing plant.
They probably still joke at me.
It's a legitimate call.
I was mad. What else you going to do besides that?
I would be mad too if somebody stole my plant.
I don't like a thief.
I don't either.
That's today's crazy criminal.
I don't like a pooper either.
No.
Keep it in your toilet.
K93, Alexandria is #1 hit music station. We have a special guest joining us in the studio this morning. He is a local TikTok content creator. Gunner Snell. Gunner, good morning. Thanks for coming in.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing good. We appreciate you
Good.
taking the time to come join us.
Yes.
Of course. It's my pleasure.
Yeah.
I
so,
remember going through TikTok, and one of your videos showed up, and then later on, another one showed up, and then another one showed up. I was like, I like this guy. I like his videos.
Well, thank you.
There's some
you.
videos I'm like, I can't, like some of the people I'm like, I can't stand these. Like,
Yeah,
ugh,
yeah.
they
But
annoy
you
me.
have
but
the
yours don't.
best personality.
Oh
I
my
love
gosh,
it.
Quit it. I'm blushing.
And I love
blushing.
your accent. And I'm sure around here people are like, what accent? But we're from Evangeline Parish, so it's a little different.
Yes, it is. It is. It seems like, I don't know. It seems like under us is where it really gets Creole.
Yeah,
a
it's
little
true.
bit, a little bit.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so you have quite the array of videos that you like to share. But can I just say some of my favorites, my absolute favorites, are when you like to explore abandoned places.
Really?
I love that because I love doing that myself. I just don't have
Yeah.
time for it anymore. But I love you go to like these abandoned homes and restaurants, even like abandoned hotels, and even a boat that once FDR rode on the Mississippi and used to be a casino, wound up in Deer Park, Louisiana.
Oh
like,
my gosh,
I
yes.
love that stuff. And like, where do you find these places?
Oh my gosh, different things. It really started just like you. I'm the same way you are. I'm very into that kind of stuff. So I went to the places I knew, places I had already been,
Okay.
and whenever I saw how those were doing, I was like, oh, I am after it. Like, so I started joining the Abandoned South, Abandoned
Okay.
Louisiana, checking it out and really seeing what stands out to me, what speaks to me, and I'm like, okay, that'll speak to my followers. And it seems
Yeah.
like to work. I really try to stay away from hospitals and graveyards, just
Okay.
a personal preference. I know that seems to go hand in hand, but that is kind of where I stand different.
Some kind of energy there that you don't want to
Right.
kind of dive into.
I tend to try to stay with the good energies, and I'm,
Yeah.
big into that. You'd be blind not to be, so I just read energy. You got to read
I
both.
gotcha.
Two
I
realms
gotcha.
going on.
Well, look, speaking of energy, like, I mean, some of these places you're going to, I'm looking at those and they don't seem the safest sometimes. I mean, do you ever kind of get worried? Because one of yours, you were walking on a beam, like high up, and I was like a mama, like, get off that beam, boy, what you doing?
Absolutely.
Like, I was yelling at the phone, like, what you doing up
Yes,
there?
and I got a lot of comments like that. So I really took that into consideration. I started trying to see if I could take a friend with me, and if not, I try to
Yeah.
be super cautious, tell my husband where I'm at,
Yeah.
and just
It's a little
keep it
scary.
on video. I mean, if something happens, somebody will find my phone, and it'll be on document.
What does attract you to these places? Is it the architecture or just maybe the history of the site or a combination?
Really, to me, architecture, I
Yeah.
love it because
I can tell you're talking about like the crown molding, the beams,
Yes,
the
I'm into the
archways,
bones, and I
yeah.
love interior design, decorating. So
Yes.
if there's anything along those lines, I love to see history for one, and I love to see people's taste and where we're at
Mm-hmm. Yes.
and how it has changed, and really for myself, because maybe one day I will do interior design, and I'm taking all of this, I'm just learning like a sponge. It's the best way to be. So I
know.
go because it's not necessarily the history, just
Mm-hmm.
the architecture and interesting places.
You do have a flair for decorating because I've seen videos of your local shop as well, and you have beautiful design inside your
Oh my
shop, which is
gosh.
what?
Thank you. It's a black label premium beef.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep. It's on MacArthur Drive. It's right beside Mandarin, the Mandarin Chinese
Mm-hmm. Right.
restaurant. Yes.
Yeah, it's beautifully decorated. Inside for what I've seen.
Thank
I want to
you,
know what
thank
made you hit post on your very first TikTok. I don't know which one that is.
Lord, well, I love this question, and the long short answer of it is, when I got married, I took a couple years off from work, and I really got into social media, not for myself, just watching. And so I just paid attention, learned, studied people, just because it was what I was interested in. And then whenever I started the shop, I mean, marketing is a big thing for anybody, and who
Yes.
can market for you better than you?
Correct.
So I was up there one day. To be honest, it was a slow start. I mean, it's just a new business, so I had nothing to lose and made a TikTok video. Very nervous. It was very shaky, and I don't regret it, but it started almost immediately just getting views, and I was so, I can't even put into words, humble but appreciative and just like mind blown and happy. And it just, from there, I was like, well, why not keep trying? There's nothing to lose. You
you're
should
right.
always go after anything you want to do.
100%.
Oh, every time.
Do you look at the older ones when you first start and get a little cringe? You're like, oh, that was so
I'm
bad.
so embarrassed.
Like everybody does, but that just helps you improve, though.
That's
you know,
right.
that's the only way you get to improve.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
How do you come up with your ideas?
It's strictly. This is going to sound so crazy day by day, and I try to stay open-minded because I don't want to ever be in a box, and so I get inspiration from wherever I can. So every day I might have new inspiration, and if it seems like something that resonates so well with me and something that my heart desires, I'm going to go after it.
Because someone else got to feel that way too, right?
Josh,
Yeah.
have you seen, it's not just some like abandoned places he goes, have you seen some of his videos where he will just go put these like cute little flowers on
I
people's
saw
cars?
that.
Don't
I
get
was
me
like, there's
started.
so much love
I know.
from Gunner. I'm like, I love this guy so much.
Gosh, I
He
appreciate
just keeps these
that.
flowers in his car to just go put on like those little VW Bugs or whatever
Yes.
car that he likes.
And
They weren't actual
surprise.
flowers. They were like plushes.
It
Yeah, like
is.
plushy
It's
flowers.
the
They're so
perfectly
cute.
picked out. They match
Yeah.
Beetles, and
Yes.
I even got some Hot Wheels Beetles too. So now, be looking out. You might get an actual Hot Wheels car with your flowers.
So that's a
That's
thing
so
people with
cute.
Beetles do? Or is that like...
no. I don't
No?
know. I think they actually do ladybugs, but I didn't learn
Okay.
that until after I started.
I thought, because I know people with Jeeps do the whole duck thing. I thought
ducks.
that maybe...
And I was like, no, I'm in on it. I have to.
That's so cute.
Have people recognized you out in public?
Yes, a lot in Gina, where I live, because I don't really know why, but it seems like everyone there, and they're friendly, and there's nothing, they know me, they know I live there. So yes, there several times. The first time that I would really note was actually here in Ellick last week at Sam's Club. A young girl, I'm sure, junior high or high school, she was so sweet, came up to me, and she had her phone in her hand with one of my videos up.
Aw.
And she had stopped her mom at the door, and her mom was waiting like, I'm so sorry. And she comes up to me, is this you? And I'm like,
so cute.
yeah. She says, this is you. And I'm like, yes. She says, can I get a picture? I was like, of course. And I was like, where you want to get it at? Like, whatever. I just loved it.
That's
So
such
I
a good
loved that.
feeling.
Yes.
I love
Oh,
that.
yes.
I
Yeah.
also want to know what's the weirdest comment or DM that you've gotten.
Oh, I couldn't put that on here. I'm sure. Can y'all bleep things?
It's a family
We can bleep
radio
things
show.
or
but
chop
we can-
things,
Oh, gosh. I
or
had
just try to
screenshot
kind of
it.
clean it up the best you can.
Yeah.
Okay, something
Yeah.
along the lines. Oh, gosh.
If you can.
Seems like you've got a lot of sugar in your tank. I'd love to see. Oh, it's coming. What did he say? It was, I would love to see.
Certain things.
Okay. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Wow.
Some of your sugar.
Oh,
Okay.
Bleep it, spider
Yeah.
tattoo type stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay,
and I
okay.
just immediately was like, oh no.
That
No.
part of social media is awkward and weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
'Cause you're out in
excuse
the
me, I'm
public.
married.
Oh my
No.
gosh, and it was 20 hours later when I saw it. I'm like, oh no, who saw this? Oh,
What's your husband
gosh.
think about that?
Oh, he just gets a kick out of it.
Oh, okay.
He supports me. It's whatever.
Does he take part in any of your videos?
No,
or-
he's shy. He's not. He couldn't. He's so supportive, and he's like, "Oh, you've got what it takes. Do it, honey. Do it." But he's,
That's good to
I
have
don't
a
want nothing to
supportive
do it.
spouse, though.
yeah,
It's
he's
very good
just
to have a
country
supportive partner.
backwoods, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Any other way.
Love it. Love it.
Yes,
Any advice for those locally here, maybe wanting to create content?
absolutely. Do it. Do it scared, and don't let anybody tell you different. Do whatever speaks to you. Speak to your camera. Don't be scared of it, and post.
Nice. We appreciate you coming in.
Yeah,
That's Gunner
thank you,
Snell
Gunner.
Oh my
on
gosh.
TikTok.
Oh, I enjoyed this so much. Thank y'all.
Thank you for coming.
See, was that so bad? I know
No.
you're a little
Yeah.
nervous.
Give us your all your handles and everything real quick.
Okay, Gunner Snell, Gunner with one N, Snell, Snell, and you can find me on TikTok. I do have other socials. I just started a YouTube yesterday, so
Nice.
show it some love.
Go to the TikTok and you'll have all the links there, right?
Yes,
There
TikTok.
you go.
Visit my TikTok.
You're listening to the best of the Morning Q Crew. Wake up with the Morning Q Crew weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. and subscribe to the best of the Morning Q Crew podcast wherever you get your podcasts. Let's go! Q93.